It's Mike from Party 4 Crafts. I'm here with my Monport Onyx 55W laser. I'm going to be reviewing soon. I want to see what questions you have. So first, a little bit of info and comparing it. My videos, I usually compare new lasers to Glowforge as either an alternative or an upgrade to a Glowforge laser. So this one is 55 watts, where Glowforge Plus is 40 and a Glowforge Pro is 45. More powerful, so it can cut faster. It also engraves at 500 millimeters per second. Glowforge uses its own engraving speed units, but it's probably in at around 200 millimeters per second. So much faster potential top engraving speeds. Has a rotary so that you can do tumblers and wine glasses and things like that. Has about the same size bed, approximately 12 by 20 inch bed. The big plus for the Monport Onyx 55W laser is it costs about a quarter the price of a Glowforge Pro. It uses Lightburn. It doesn't have its own software, online software. I have some experience with Lightburn. I'll be showing that to you later. So what questions do you have about the Monport 55W Onyx laser? All right, let me know down below in the comments. To open this Monport laser box, you have to lift these tabs up. It took me a while to figure out the best way to do that, but I've been using a chisel, and I put the chisel underneath that tab, grab onto the lip right there, and then lift it up. You don't want to bend them because you're going to have to lift this off, and then that has to fit through this slot right here. So to do that, if it's all bent up, it's not going to work. So let's see. Try to do this with one hand. I'll get it all the way up there onto that lip, and then lift it up, and it comes pretty cleanly. It's hard to do with one hand. There it goes. And then use some pliers to straighten these out as much as you can. And also I'm using pliers to stretch this out. Pull this out as much as I can, and then it'll go smoothly right over it. So I'll go around and do that to all of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Alright, insert some 2001 Space Odyssey music now while I'm opening this up for the second time. I already took the patty out. Here we go. Out of the box. Check this out. First impressions, this thing is heavy. Oh, there's no way you're getting this out of the box by itself. It took two people and we had to strain. It's probably a good thing. Probably has good solid motors in it. Nice lift for the lid so it doesn't fall too fast. So far, I'm going to start taking the accessories out and take a look. Remember, kind of the scheme of my videos is I'm going to approach this with very minimal research. I'm not going to watch many videos. I'm going to see what an average person can do. Maybe a quick start guide, and that's about it. See how easy this is to use compared to a Glowforge or an X tool. We're going to see. I'll let you know. Alright, here are the accessories that come with it that were very well packed inside of the laser itself. There are padding in there. Nothing was moving around during shipping with this. So you have the two hoses, one to go in and one to go out of the external exhaust fan. It looks similar to ones that people use with their Glowforges for exhaust. Comes with clamps for that. Power cord, USB cable, network cable. So this is a USB drive. Sometimes these are used to unlock the laser. You plug it in the back and it won't work without it. Or it could have some software on it. I've already installed Lightburn. They send you a key to Lightburn software. There's some hex wrenches in there. I'm not sure yet what this is. I'll probably have to watch some how-to videos, some Q-tips for cleaning. User manual. Feels like the quick start guide. Comes with some fuses just in case, which is a good thing. Can't do that with a Glowforge. So far so good. That's all the accessories, and I'll let you know how it is. I think I could mostly figure out how to do this on my own. All right, got it all unpackaged. And a couple more things I'm noticing so far. The laser tube moves with the laser arm, kind of like a Glowforge. Some lasers, the tube is in the back and it bounces off of mirrors to get to the head. It's an efficient system. The tube is not moving around, but you have to worry a lot about alignment. When they're all fixed together, generally you don't have to align as much because it's all one piece, and once it's aligned, it will almost never come out of alignment. It has the typical head with the nozzle coming out of the bottom there, and we'll investigate that a little more as we go. You can see it has a built-in exhaust fan back here, but it also came with an external one as well. And you can see in there's a hose for the air assist, and I would guess that the air assist pump is probably back in there somewhere, but it could also be back here as well. Also, you can see up here it has a single camera like a Glowforge does on the top. To get a picture of the entire bed from this height, it's going to have to be a fisheye lens, and that means there'll have to be some correction within the software, and you can't always count on a fisheye lens for alignment, but Lightburn has other ways to do alignment as well. These are the nice exhaust hoses that you can put the clamp right on the end, and there's a nice smooth spot there for you to clamp that on instead of just a random spot on the hose that was cut off and you clamp it on there. So just put the clamp on first before you slide it on there. Then this end is going to go on the exhaust fan. Another hose coming out of there is going to go right out the window. When you're setting up the exhaust fan, it has an arrow there that tells you air comes in this way, it goes out that way. That sleeve on the inside of these tubes makes them really easy to slide on. All right, there it is. The exhaust is all set up now. Going right out the window. Last thing I have to do is plug it in. You can hear it running. That on top of the exhaust fan that's already built into it should be good. And this has an on-off switch. You can turn it on and off. You can turn it on and off whenever you want. Hey, I was wrong before. It does come already filled with coolant. It came with a bottle of coolant too, so I just assumed that since this is a sealed system and it says we should never have to mess with it, why would it come with coolant if it was already full? But there it is. You can see it's filled up about halfway up to the line. Should be sufficient, but I might add a little more because there's still some air in the lines and it's only a little bit above the outlet there. So I'm going to check the instructions on this one. I don't want to mess this one up. It will crack the glass tube if you don't have the proper amount of liquid in it. So I'm going to read the instructions and figure that out. The instructions say to add some coolant if it's less than 2/3 full. Looks like it's about half full, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that bottle of coolant and add some. It also came with some black metal laser spray. This is so that you can mark on metal. CO2 lasers are the wrong frequency to engrave metal alone. You need a fiber laser to do that, but with this spray you can mark metal black. Several years ago we used some marking spray to mark these wrenches with a CO2 laser, and they still look great. They have been banged up. If you wondered, how long this stuff lasts, this has been 7 or 8 years. The other one here, you bang on it, and it still looks perfectly good too. I didn't see any way that I was going to pour this jug into that hole, so instead I'm going to try to use the lid for the laser marking spray as a little cup to pour it in there. Filled it up quite a bit. Just that one little cap full. Looks like it might be 2/3 of the way up now, so that's it. It just needed that one cap full, and then I'll run it, and once it fills in, I'll empty spaces. You can see some empty space there, some empty space in that hose. Once it fills that, I will check it again and make sure we're still at 2/3. Maybe put another capful in there. I didn't show this lid coming off, but with one hand it's a little harder, but it just pops right back in there. There's another laser that I won't mention by name that makes it very difficult to get those side panels on because they do not want you working on your laser. Down at the bottom of the packaging in the box there was also a honeycomb crumb tray as well. That'll go inside here and all your material will sit on top of that. So that's it for the physical setup of the laser. Tomorrow I will set up the computer side of things and start running some tests on it. My overall impression, it seems to be a nice solid machine. I love that the tube is covered up. Don't have to worry about hitting that with a tool that you drop or cleaning the glass like we do on some other laser that I won't name. Setup was easy, didn't need any liquid, just hooked up the hoses, plugged it in. That was about it. My initial thoughts on the machine itself. For the price, it seems to be a very good machine. The quality, this is not an epilogue laser. Like when I close the door, it doesn't close all the way unless I lift up on the bottom here, and then it closes. And you can see like some gaps back here, but otherwise the button has really good feel to it. It's got a nice emergency stop button here that's easy to get to and easy to use. This is the good quality hoses and cables and exhaust fans. It literally came with everything you need except a laptop and some wood to get started with laser engraving and cutting. So far, seems like a good solid machine worth the price. This isn't a $25,000 epilogue laser for sure, but it seems like it's going to get the job done at an incredible price. So if you don't have $12,000 or $15,000 for a Thunder or a Mira laser, this could just be a really good option. It's about the same price as some diode lasers that are 5 and 10 watts, but this is a 55 watt CO2 laser that can cut all colors of acrylic, leather, wood, cardboard, cardstock, paper, anything that is laser cuttable except metal, this laser can cut it. So for the price of a medium size diode laser, you can get this large CO2 laser. All right, tomorrow we'll check it out, see how it works.